Warning: the following audio podcast may include language of an adult, nonsensical, repetitive, and quite frankly, moronic nature. On the plus side, if you watch the video version, you get to see two sexy motherfuckers. Enjoy the show.
And now, coming to you live from the tri-state area and San Francisco, California, it's the best part of Wednesday, Waffle Box, with your hosts, Mike Fish and Kush Hayes.
Welcome to Waffle Box, the podcast where we talk about anything, everything, and nothing at the same time. Coming up on episode 150, we're talking about the world's classiest women's toilets, how to tame your ram, and those damn dirty apes get this week's movie review treatment, and much, much more. I am Mike Fish, and I am joined, as always, by the main man from San Fran. It's Mr. Kush Hayes. Kush, how you doing, buddy?
What's good, y'all? Kush Hayes here. 150 of these? 150 of these is the Waffle Box. It's the original Waffle Box. You accept no substitutions because it is the best part of Wednesday. It's the people's promotion coming to you all from the future home, the Super Bowl 60. You love us because we do this. We do this because we love you. Producer Lathan, what's shaking?
Evening, fellas. I'd like to start the show by giving a quick shout-out to Nemo from Switzerland for winning the Eurovision Song Contest this past weekend.
Oh, yeah,
Firstly, who knew Nemo was Swiss? And secondly, considering clownfish only tend to live to around 8 years old in the wild, I think he's gone on to do quite well. Kudos to him.
We found him. We found Nemo. He's in the Eurovision Song Contest.
Powerful. Yeah. So I only discovered Eurovision like during the pandemic because of a Will Ferrell movie. It's quite a delightful movie. I've gone back and watched many of those musical numbers repeatedly. However, the results for this year's just snuck up on my YouTube feed the other day, and I ended up seeing like a 15-minute compilation of the best stuff of the final, the semifinals or whatever, leading up until the final event. And I have to say, I was like, there's a lot of cool shit happening here. But it's probably only cool just in this highlight video. Like,
if you sit down and watch like the full 4-hour show, it's like, what the fuck is this?
4 hours? Okay, because they had a couple
so.
hosts, and I was like, oh wow, they're making her do another musical number. Oh wow, they're making her do another musical number. Oh shit, they're making her do some sort of Oscars-like sketch. Oh no. And again, these are all just like little quick beats in this compilation. But I was like, dude, there's a lot of impressive stuff in this 10-minute video of 30 seconds at a time.
Yeah, I haven't watched the Eurovision because I don't know even if it airs in America. I'm sure it does somewhere, but it used to be.
I think Netflix had the options for it, but it'd be a day late at this time. They're only now doing live events now. So,
but it used to be like a holiday for me back in England when I was growing up in England. The Eurovision Song Contest is coming up this weekend. Hell yeah! Because what it would be is you get like an hour or two of performances. And then the bulk of the rest of it was just the voting. And they'd go country by country, and they were like, Serbia awards Turkey 1 point. And they'd go through like the whole thing. And the best part of it was the hosts, the British hosts. It was like Terry Wogan back in the day, and then Graham Norton took over from him. Many people might know Graham Norton from his talk show. I know it comes over here sometimes. And it would just be like...
Not often, but it should.
But it'd be like the performances and then the British commentary just talking over it, going, what the fuck is going like... Oh, why are they using that? What the... Is that dancing? What the... It's just like mocking the whole thing. It'd be hilarious. And then each year, the British people would like have their entrance. Oh, this is it. This is our year. We're going to win it this year. And then we would like come second to last and be shocked about it every year. It was a tradition. It was beautiful.
Yeah, I understand. Everyone hates on the British in this contest. Where like you could have England could have the best performance, and it's like, yeah, fuck those guys. However, I also understand that the finalist from the Netherlands got booted like hours before the broadcast. I have not heard why though. I haven't.
Didn't she like attack someone or something? I was like,
I don't know.
Loosely kept up with it about that.
Yeah,
But it's all like, oh, should Israel be in it? Or I don't care. It's like I appreciate what's going on, and it's a bit of a touchy situation, but this is a song contest. Who gives a shit? Like, it's a Eurovision Song Contest, and Australia's in it, for fuck's sake. Like, are we really taking it this seriously? But I don't know. But there you
I
go.
got the
Shout out.
production involved and what I saw. That shit is amazing. Like 5 stars. Like this isn't like just some America's Got Talent thing or even the X Factor. Like it's like there's full on like the floor is lit up. There's lights. There's a spinning camera, which might even be a drone at some point. Like there's high quality production involved in this show, and it's kind of amazing that we don't get it out here. However, we would probably insist on being a part of it too, and well, then it wouldn't be Eurovision. It'd be
Well,
something
like
else.
I said, Australia's in it, so why not? Come on, come on in, America.
Okay, shit.
But I think
We'll
you
bring
take it
China
too
with us.
seriously. My
We
favorite
would.
is when like countries. It annoys me when countries sing in English. Like if your first language isn't English, you should sing in your native tongue because it's way more fun to watch when it's like, oh, here comes Bulgaria, and it's like, and I'm like, I don't know what they're saying, but this is fun. It sounds good. Oh man,
Hilarious.
shout out to Nemo. Congratulations. Other than that, what have you been up? What have you been up to in the last 7 days in this wacky spherical rock that we call home?
Oh my goodness. I was getting ready for a medical procedure on this very day that we broadcast, and then I was discovered, oh, they just want to like get to know me, and like again, this thing I've been mentally preparing for months isn't going to happen, which doesn't have to be a bad thing. However, I've been trying to get this procedure done for a year. I'm not in any medical danger or anything, folks. I'm just trying to get a routine checkup, and the healthcare system is just being super unprofessional or weird or all the above. So, anyways, yeah, we didn't do a lot. Watch some X-Men 97.
Oh,
That is
was it?
getting ready to climax today. I think comes out today actually. And yeah, that not your dad's X-Men. Fucking hell.
Does it still go diddly-lee-dee-dee, diddly-lee-dee-dee?
So it's funny that you asked that. So yes, but they've altered it just a little bit because apparently whoever came up with that riff accidentally stole it from like some 70s Polish detective show.
Oh,
Like
I
it's
could
one of
hear.
those
I
things
could.
that's
Yeah.
probably just a coincidence, but like I've seen side by side comparisons, and again, there's some detective show out of Poland from the 70s, maybe the 80s or whatever, but it is the exact music, and it's just some guy just going,
Like jumping
yeah.
over cars, running over
Nope,
boxes.
nope. It's very low production and
Oh,
Polish, so it's even lower production. Like, and again, it's the late 70s, early 80s, so it's even lower production. So it's just shadows and nothing is backlit. And again, this is just the intro. I don't even know what the show is, but so anyway, yeah, they still have the song. It's tweaked just a little bit, so now it's different. And they actually go out of their way to make the entrance different every week.
ooh.
It's very blink and you miss it, but it happens every week. Something's different with it every week.
But the song is different every week, or the video intro is
No,
different every week.
the video intro.
Oh,
Some characters don't get included anymore.
okay. Is it
Some
Cyclops?
characters have swapped positions entirely. There's a new kid. I forget what his name is, but he's out of New York. It's a Sunspot.
Spider-Man. Oh,
No, it's Sunspot. And however, he takes. You remember the scene where Jubilee's running through an alley and then just hits a fence? That's his position now. And it's just like, oh, okay, we're doing this, I guess. Whatever. So my original opinion on this series when it came out, I was like, all right, I guess people who are craving nostalgia will like this. And then everything flips on its head once we get to episode 5. If you haven't seen it, Mike, I don't want to spoil anything for you, but like the drama ratchets it up to 52, not even 11. It's just like little shit happens in this episode, dude. Can't recommend it enough. You gotta sit through 2 hours of before though.
how long are the episodes?
22, 25
Oh,
minutes.
perfect.
It's
Yeah,
still a half-hour cartoon.
I'll binge watch them, I guess.
It's kind of weird that Disney Plus doesn't release it on a Saturday, actually. They're like so leaning into the nostalgia with, again, it's 1997, video cassette, audio Walkman, shit like that. And it's just like, why wouldn't you just release this on Saturday morning? I don't mind seeing it Wednesday night, but shit, like, go all the way, guys. Come on.
Saturday morning cartoons. Bring back that nostalgia.
Yeah. However, this
Nostalgia.
cartoon, when this cartoon was for 10 to 14-year-olds, it's now for 38 to 42-year-olds who were 10 to 14, 30 years ago.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Ask me what I've been up to. I dare you. I dare you.
What have you been up to, Mike Fish?
Because I'm about to break the internet right now. I'm about to tell you an epic story that is so epic that Netflix might pick it up and make it into a miniseries starring Jason Statham as Mike.
Okay. Dude, bonus.
Are you ready?
Hold on. Let me pour a drink here. Hold on.
Might even
Hold on. Okay, I'm ready.
Might need producer Lathan to hit a drum already. I'm about to tell the story.
Go.
Nothing. I did absolutely nothing.
God damn it.
I just laid in bed all weekend because I got sick. God damn it. And it's like, the only reason I bring it up, because who cares if you're sick? Like, the stories about people being sick are boring. But I just bring it up to grind my gears. The last, 3 times now I've been sick over the last few years, it always, without fails, starts kicking in around Friday afternoon and just fucks my weekend. And then come around about Monday afternoon, I feel right again. It's like brilliant. So I just
you gotta stop licking the office doorknob on Monday. Well,
I don't have an office. I just kind of just drive around in my car. But so
stop licking other car doors on Monday.
Yeah, just so other than to use the bar, I just laid in bed, drank soup, and I just randomly slept. It was rather mundane, but yeah, fuck being sick. I always say, although I hate when I hate when people say I hate being sick, as if there's anyone out there who's like, oh, I don't fucking love it. I can't wait to get sick. Like, of course, this goes without saying.
I used to have some fun with Dayquil when I would get sick. So, that would be always a thing to look forward to. Like, well, I'm sick. However, I get to use a lot of Dayquil right now. And that would be always fun. And smoke a menthol. Like, it's pretty good. It's pretty good when you're 17.
Do you know what? I'm a weird guy. Do you know what I actually like the taste of?
What do you like the taste of? Dimetapp?
Pepto-Bismol.
Oh. So yeah, I haven't had Pepto-Bismol in such a long time. I don't even know what it tastes like, but it's that thick pink cream.
Yeah, it's kind of like if someone took like a strawberry milkshake and crushed chalk and sprinkled it in it. Yeah, it's an acquired taste, but for some reason I quite enjoy it. Well, there you go.
I haven't had to take it in decades, but I've seen a couple movies where they're being a little over the top or whatever, but like the police chief captain will pour a bottle of Pepto in a cup full of ice and then pour his bourbon on top of it. I'm like, oh my God, what are you doing? Oh.
I mean, it's
probably the worst way to go about it, but yes, he still did it.
Maybe I might try. What would we call that cocktail? What would we like the chief's poison or something like that? The police chief's poison.
Well, if it's rum, it would have to be something Caribbean-ish, so it'd be like Pink Caribbean.
In Caribbean. The pirate stomach tamer. No, that's shit. PST? Yeah, pirate stomach tamer.
Let's reach out to the Syrup Squad on this, guys. What should we call Pepto-Bismol and rum on ice? Besides you.
Yeah. Anyway. Let's
I hope you're feeling better, Blair.
I'm on the mend, but I'm just hoping that my voice lasts for the entire podcast. But on that note, shall we kick it into gear and shall we get into this week's fantastic top stories on this 150th episode of Waffle Box?
150 beautiful episodes. Let's do it.
Lathan, if you could, hit the jingle.
It's now time for this week's top stories.
Bubbles. First top story comes to us from Australia, down under.
Oh, speaking of Australia,
shrimp on the barbie. This is a fantastic example of, I don't know whether it's a good loophole. Everyone loves a loophole. I love a good loophole. But also, I don't know whether this phrase translates and travels over to America. Are you familiar with the phrase shithousery?
No, we have shit houses, but I've never heard shit housery.
So
Can you use it in a
shithouse.
sentence, please?
Yeah, so well, this story I'm about to tell you is a fantastic example of shithousery. That's the sentence I'm gonna
Okay.
use it in. I don't want to give it too much away, but it's basically like when you
Country
do
of origin,
something
Australia.
out of pettiness, I
Okay.
guess. It's a good shithousery. Like when you just anyway, let me get to the story. So basically, at the end
Maybe
of
just call it
2020,
pettiness.
an art exhibit was introduced at the Tasmania Museum of Old and New Art, which that just covers everything. It's just art, old and new art, but whatever.
Sure, sure.
And it was called the Ladies' Lounge. And it sought to highlight the historic misogyny by banning male visitors. So this one exhibit in this art gallery, only women could go in and look at it. All right.
Okay.
So, long story short, a man, there's always one, after being denied entry, filed a
Yeah,
gender
someone's gotta make a point.
discrimination lawsuit,
He's right.
which he won last month, back in April, with the court ruling that men should be allowed in. So the lounge, which contains some of the museum's most acclaimed works from Picasso to Sidney Nolan, I know Picasso, I don't know Sidney Nolan, but whatever, shout out to you, has been closed to the public ever since. Kersha Keischel, sure, the artist behind the lounge, has said that she will challenge the ruling by making the space, quote, compliant with the regulations. Now, you're wondering,
What does that mean?
Yeah, well, you wonder, okay, so she's saying that only women are allowed in, no men are allowed, and then a man said, "Wait a minute, I want to come in," and the court said, "Well, you have to let men in because that's discrimination against sex workers." So she's going to make it compliant. How's she going to do it? Let's find out, shall we? So what she's planning on doing is transforming the lounge into one giant women's bathroom.
Okay.
So she's going to put a bathroom, like a toilet in it, and
Sure.
so it's going to have a label on it. It's like it's a women's bathroom, and so by law, men aren't allowed to go in. It's genius, if you ask me. I love it.
So Australia
Thoughts?
isn't doing the whole transgender can go in this and that and other things.
Well, you have the men's bathroom, the women's bathroom, and then the gender neutral bathroom.
Gender neutral, which is also a handicap bathroom, which is what it was before gender neutral. Fascinating. I don't think that's going to work. I generally don't think that, because again, if you identify as a female, you just go into the women's bathroom. That's the whole point of that. The transgender bathroom is so we don't have any, just in case people just want to avoid a scene that they weren't in, they just want to use the bathroom. Anyways, I'm not sure how that's going to work, but again, it's Australia, not the United States. So good luck. Also,
I was gonna say, you think some men are gonna just start playing, like pretending that they're transgender just so they can go into this fucking art gallery? I can't.
yes.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think they're even gonna get dressed up or anything. They're just being like, hey, you know, guys with beards as thick as you and me are just be like, hey, my name's Daisy. Shut up. I'm coming in. All right. I think that's gonna happen. But also, you know what? In situations like these, yes, it's discrimination, but at the same time, like, I probably didn't want to go to the thing anyways. That's just me being me. Like, I don't want to go to Curves, which was a female only gym, and I don't know if it's around anymore. But you know, the whole thing was like, women don't want to be objectified while doing the stair lift. And it's like, no one's objectifying these ladies here, so don't worry about that.
I don't know. Maybe I know each to their own. But for me, if I was walking around an art gallery and there was one section, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go look at this section," and it's like, "Oh no, men
You
aren't allowed
can't
to
go
come
in there,
here."
Mike Fish.
I would be like, "All right, whatever," and I'll just move on. So
And then you would just move on. Yes, I think
less
we're on
time
the
I have to
same
spend in
page.
this goddamn art gallery. Like, give me out of here, fucking place.
I think we're on the same page. However, they're going to be those folks like, well, what do you mean I can't go in there? I didn't want to go in there until you told me I couldn't go in there. Now you have to let me in there.
But
And then they're
then
wildly disappointed.
Kersha, the woman behind this, goes into full Donald Trump, right? And
that's exciting.
Again, we always have this little disclaimer: we're not talking about politics. If you're one way or the other, we don't care. But the way she describes this toilet, like when I'm about to tell you the quote that she says, "Tell me you could hear Donald Trump saying this."
It's the best toilet.
Well, she said, "There is a fabulous toilet coming to the ladies' lounge. It is a toilet that will be celebrated around the world. It's the greatest toilet." Is it? It's a toilet with some art, but it's the best toilet. Oh, it's the best. There you go. So shout out to the Kush. If you ever want to go to Tasmania, which I know that's a place, but just growing up, speaking of watching cartoons, because the Tasmanian devil.
Oh, yeah.
When I found out Tasmania was an actual place, I was like, God damn. And then when I actually found out what Tasmanian devil was, I was like, that looks nothing like the cartoons. What the fuck?
It looks like a little porcupine without the quills. Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't even spin. It's bullshit.
No, it doesn't.
Like, where did that come up? Like, who at Warner Brothers? Was it Warner Brothers? It was Warner Brothers, wasn't it?
It was Warner Brothers.
Saw this fucking groundhog / armadillo mix thing. I was like, you know what? I'm going to call it a Tasmanian devil, but I'm going to draw it completely different and going to make it spin. Like, what?
Well, we didn't have direct flights to Australia when that character was created, much like we didn't have direct flights from India. They had a whole film system there. However, with very experienced actors who most likely spoke English. However, it was easy just to walk out into the living room. It's like, hey, we're doing an episode of Star Trek called Space Seed. We need a man named Khan Noonien Singh. Hey, Ricardo, would you like to get him in here? And while he's chewing the scene, he's like, yes, I would. His name is Bilbon, and he's not Indian.
Bastards. Anyway, so there you go. If you want to go to Tasmania and you're a lady and you need to go to the bathroom, boom, go to this art gallery. Apparently, it's got the best one ever.
Tasmania is just off the coast of Sydney Sweeney, Australia.
There you go.
Just the facts, man. I'm very aroused.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. No, I think
that
that
there,
was
Lathan.
appropriate.
Easy. Calm down.
I said Sydney Sweeney, so I think that was appropriate.
I'm very aroused.
Now we fly the other side of the world, and we have some very British stories. So, over the years growing up, I'm sure vast majority of the people listening to this show, watching the show, and even yourselves, myself, Kush, have received the old classic, oh, I don't know what to buy this person, so I'm going to get them an Axe body spray set. Did you ever get that growing up?
When I first moved out of the house, yes. A coworker of my mom's, for some reason, got me one of those things. And it's like, lady, I hardly know you, but okay, thank you.
It was always weird, like power lime. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, it was always weird.
Arctic zebra. What the fuck does that mean?
Existential crisis. Yeah. But anyway, so finally, a British sheep farmer has been able to put the body spray to good use because, let's be honest, no one liked it. So Sam,
a sheep shagger.
No, that's Wales. This is from England, I believe. Sam Bryce, who raises sheep on the Norfolk-Suffolk border. There we go. I think we brought them up last week. Suffolk, Norfolk. Back in the stories.
That sounds right. Yeah. I remember the whole thing about I want to go to Essex.
There you go. See the whores. So she raises a sheep around the Norfolk-Suffolk border, and she has found that spraying her rams with Axe body spray has curbed their aggression, and they've stopped fighting each other. She's been able to
from what I
tame
understand,
her
Axe
rams.
body spray is called Lynx out there. That's what
it is because
look at me.
I can't remember which way around it is, but there's one. It's something to do with a copyright thing.
Fascinating.
On one side of the other, I can't remember which it is, but yeah, it's Lynx, which I think Lynx sounds way better than Axe. You don't want to smell like an axe. Or maybe you don't want to smell
I don't
like
think
a
Americans
lynx.
know what a lynx is. They'd be like, that character from Legend of Zelda? And I'm like, no, that's Link, stupid. No, a lynx is
It's a cat.
predatory feline. Yes.
So apparently they found that the Axe body spray masks the hormones that causes rams to become aggressive towards one another,
Fascinating.
and so they chill out. But what I found it's hilarious is that Axe body
Flocks of women
spray.
have been coming over to fuck the rams.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe yeah. Maybe they're
Just
not.
overpowered by the scent of the Axe body spray of the Arctic zebra flavor.
I mean, does any woman find Axe body spray in the
Yes,
humans? Like, why would
they're
they?
out there. They're out there. Yeah, yeah. It was a whole thing in the 90s. So no dudes ever not got laid in the 90s because they used Axe body spray,
But what I
other than
love,
personality wise.
what I love in this story is that farm animals that live in a farm and smell like farm animals,
Mhm.
even they are like, the fuck does that smell?
I think they're thinking too hard about this and putting too much
Okay.
science behind the behavior.
Fascinating.
Personally, I don't think the Rams are calming down. They're probably just now plotting against a common enemy that sprayed them with Axe body spray, making them smell between a cross of mangoes and a musical festival portable toilet that's been sitting in the sun for 9 hours.
It's a good description.
Damn.
We are not going to get sponsored by Axe body spray.
Ever.
I'm
That's
just-
okay though. That's okay. It's an outdated product. No one, I don't know anyone I don't see ads for it anymore. I don't know anyone that's using it. Of course, everyone I know is married and or divorced. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Actually, I don't. I think I've seen some like I see some like visual ads on like the sides of websites still for Axe body spray.
Oh,
But
really?
yeah, but I don't
Okay.
think I've ever
Okay.
seen a TV commercial. It'd have to be like some retro shit. Like you'd have to get some like real like 80s music going on, and you know, like some women with those like the bikinis where the bottoms like hike right up above
I'm
the like
listening.
get that and big perms. Axe body spray. Yeah. Something
So
like that.
no, that was never an ad feature, but still, you're I think you're on the right track with that. You remember, was this a thing when you would watch Raw where it wasn't Axe body spray, but there was a different body spray where it wasn't even an aerosol. It came in like, those bottles of like Formula 409, it's got the little trigger, and you know what I'm talking about, or I just sound like an asshole here.
No, you don't sound like an answer, buddy. I don't think I've ever used a trigger for my body spray.
Dude, I'm not. I'm talking about like when you like disinfect the walls or the counter or whatever. Like
Oh, right,
a
yeah.
degrease. Yeah,
Yeah.
that came in that bottle. So
Interesting.
just like,
So you like just
well,
like
it was a product on Raw for like 5 years. It lived in Leave Post 2005 for about 5 years. I swear to God.
sort of like Windex.
I mean, it was in a Windex bottle, but it was a body spray, and again, it was the whole kit. There's a shampoo and some soap, and then just the spray. It existed. Trust me. I bet super fan Alex knows what I'm talking about.
I bet he doesn't.
Yeah, sure. We don't know.
But we'll see. Well, let us know at Waffle Box on Twitter/X if you know what Kush is talking about. And then finally,
Who knows what?
a research agency in the UK called Persectus Global, which sounds like it was created by Will Ferrell
Super
and
villain.
Step Brothers. Persectus Global, boats and hoes. They recently polled 2,000 people to determine the most recognizable British insults. So if you've ever
Oh,
wanted
fun.
to sound more British when you insult someone, here are the top 10 insults. But Kush, can you guess what they mean? Right.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
I've, rather than going through all 10, because admittedly, some of these kind of mean basically the same thing. So I've grouped them together. So I'm going to give you all of them that mean the same thing, and then you have to try to guess what they mean, right? So
Okay.
if I was to call you either a lummox, a ninny, a pillock, or a plonker, What would you say? What do you think I'm saying about you?
Well, I know the word lummox, and that's pretty much the same thing as just a sloth, which is just a guy who sits around and does nothing and is not very intelligent.
So you're going with like a dumb. I'm calling you a dumb, lazy
Very
person.
dumb. Yes.
So according to the official, it's a stupid or foolish person. So
Yep.
not too bad, not far off. Now this one, there's two examples here, and I feel this is kind of like a north-south divide here.
Interesting.
So if I was to call you a bam pot
Oh, how dare you?
or a
Oh,
toss
okay.
pot, say I'm familiar with a toss pot. I've called
Tosspot,
many
yeah.
people a toss pot. What do you think I'd be? What would you think I'd be calling you? Or why would you think
I
I'd be
think you're
calling you a toss
referring
pot?
to a potcha pissin, a
What you,
bathroom.
you think I'm calling you a toilet?
Yes,
Apparently, no, I'm calling you an obnoxious person.
a tosspot. Fascinating.
Toss pot.
And what was the first one?
A bam pot. I've never heard of that one. So I'm thinking
Yeah,
that might be like a northern thing, but I don't know.
I think a top pot will get me more fights than the other a bam pot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
toss pot. But a blighter. What if I say, "Oh, Kush, you blighter"? What do you think I'm going with there?
Yeah, I got nothing. I got nothing on this one.
This one, I think, goes into a bit too much. Apparently, a blighter is a person who is regarded with contempt, irritation, or pity.
Huh. There's a couple
Yes.
different definitions, but okay.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think the pity one is like, yeah, yeah, poor old blighter. I think I go with that
I
one. I'll
blotted
go.
the fool.
I blighter the fool. Oh, that'd be great. Get a British Mr. T. Master T. Oh,
Master
hello.
T.
I'm Master T. I blighted the fool.
Ooh, he's got a little bow tie and he's got the butler cuffs. That would be amazing. Still got the mohawk though, and the chains.
Yeah. It's got like just a picture of Queen Elizabeth on the end of a train.
Ooh, proper.
I'm not getting on any flying automobile. Blast you. I know it's not quite an automobile, but you know, whatever.
Yeah.
A CAD.
No,
CAD.
you're,
Hey,
you're
you CAD.
yeah. That's a good time, Charlie. That's a yeah, kind of someone who's just aloof, having too much fun, not being serious. Yeah, I mean, maybe I'm not even defining it correctly, but that's a cad to me. I know that term.
Apparently, it's a man who behaves dishonorably, especially towards a woman.
Oh, so it's yeah,
Don't you
it's a
besmirch the British women, you cad.
it's a
I've never heard of that.
infidelitus man.
I've never called anyone a cad. But
If
whatever.
I have, I've used it incorrectly now. Shit.
This one, a drip. Oh, Kush, you
Boring.
drip.
Yeah, I've heard that term again. They're boring. They bring the whole room down. The energy just soaks like a black hole, just soaks up all the light and the fun, and just oh, if they were a magician, they'd make the fun disappear.
Boom, boom. Oh, too late, Lathan. I already did it. Apparently, a drip is a weak and ineffectual person.
Yeah, same thing.
Someone's
Same thing.
pathetic. Oh, drip.
Yeah.
Drip. Finally, to round up the top 10, which is some that I could
Number one.
is a toe rag.
Oh,
Oh, Kush, you toe rag.
ew. That doesn't sound pleasant at all. I hear toe and I hear rag and I think fungus. Um, yeah, it's definitely not a positive. I don't know what it means, but it's not a positive. In fact, I might take offense to it with just this limited knowledge of it before you say anything.
Apparently, a toe rag is supposed to be a poor person.
Okay.
I'm calling you poor, you toe rag. Because apparently, I looked this up because I didn't know. I just thought it was kind of like a, something like a little scamp, oh, you cheeky little toe rag. I didn't think it was like that, but apparently it comes from when, like back in the day, when poor people would wrap rags around their feet, right? Because they couldn't afford socks.
Right.
Who
Okay.
fucking knew that? Where'd they get the fucking rags from? I don't know.
Stole them.
Steal some socks instead.
Socks weren't a thing yet.
There.
That's certainly an interesting list. I'm quite surprised that twat didn't make the cut. Or is it twat?
Well,
Twit? It's at least vagina related, I know that much.
Yeah. It's
twat
that's
and a twit are two different things.
a twat. Fucking twats.
Even a twat. Three different things.
Well, yeah, I don't know. This is about you damn Americans. I love you. But a lot of Americans I hear, they say they pronounce it twat, which
We
doesn't
do.
sound at all offensive. Like if you call me a twat, I'll be like, what? What did you say? But if I called you a twat, you fucking twat. That sounds way more offensive.
Yeah. So when you
Twat.
say twat, it definitely comes off offensive, as opposed to when you say cunt, where it comes off delightful and cheerful. I don't know how that works with you, Mike, but that is the effect I'm getting here. Like when you say twat, I'm like, it's kind of rude. Dude. What are you doing?
Well, I mean, I'm happy to go over it again, but with the C word, it depends on which letter you emphasize. So you could either be, hey, you cheeky little, you're my best friend, you cunt. Or if I call you a cunt. Oh,
So it's how you use the U or hit the T.
exactly. If you elongate the
How
U, what's up, you
fascinating.
cunt? You're my buddy. You're
See,
my
I'm
friend.
calling my friends a cunt though, and still hitting that T. Like I hear it now. I hear it now.
Because did you ever watch, I'm sure you did, Shaun of the Dead.
Sure. I've seen
Fantastic example. Where he's like, and they're in the pub and he was like, can I get any of you cunts a beer?
that.
Friendly. But yeah,
Again, it means something. Yeah, okay. So we've always assumed it just meant something different to you guys over there. Like I remember making a British man blush on a job one day when I explained to him what cunt means to Americans. Again, hitting that T. I'm gonna be super self-conscious of that from now on. But I was like, yeah, it smells like old cheese and it's gnarly and deformed. And he was like, okay, that's like he got a little green in the cheeks there. Like I almost got him nauseated. He's like, you can stop explaining now. Like I get it. I will never use that term again, sir. I'm not going to imitate his accent because I can't.
very vivid and description of the word. I commend you on that one.
That's what it means. That's why women get super offended. Did you call my pussy fucking musty and moldy?
The one that always gets me is fanny.
Fanny is funny.
Because fanny in American means the back bottom.
Yep.
And a fanny in England means your front bottom. So whenever I hear of the word fanny pack,
you must lose your mind every time.
Oh, it makes me giggle. Because that makes sense.
By
Because
the
in
way-
England, we call them bum bags. That's the truth.
Just the
So I don't
facts,
know how
man.
you're using your bum bags in the UK, but our fanny packs were always in the front.
Yeah, they're nowhere near the butt. I don't know why they're called fanny packs
some
or
people
bum
would
bags.
use that, but then they would get their fucking wallets stolen from their bum bag.
It should be like instead of fanny pack or bum bag, it should be like crotch wallet.
Crotch wallet. There we go. Dude, I think we just coined a new term there.
Like, oh, I'm
We
about
need to
to go
buy
out
1,000
into the streets.
fanny bags.
I don't have any pockets, so I'm gonna wear my crotch wallet. Boom.
The Waffle Box crotch wallet. Copy written 2024. Registered
Boom.
trademark, all rights reserved.
Can't steal it. That's ours.
That's it.
Gotta-
there we go. We
gotta-
just did that shit.
Go enjoy wafflebox.com/shop and buy your crotch wallet. They're not available right now, but maybe we'll see.
Por favor.
I'll see what I can do. But there you go. Okay. that wraps up that little messy little segment. Now let's talk about some people that are going out there into the world and achieving things with their lives. And then an Irish brewery is giving them a piece of paper and saying, "Well done, you did something that no one's done before. Good for you, aren't you adorable?" And they do their little cheeky things. They go, "Ooh, good, you're a good boy." In this week's Dumb World Record of the week.
Why?
Why? Why would I? Why? Why?
Why? Why?
Why? Why? Why would you want to do that?
There's a Dumb World Record, and god damn it, we're still in England. What the fuck? I didn't purposely do this, but very British centric, because so far we've been talking about British farmers, we're talking about British insults, and then we did the Australian thing, which basically they're British criminals, so whatever, it still counts.
Well,
And
we're
now
coming back to Australia later in the show. Just head up.
Spoiler alert. But yeah, and in typical Waffle Box fashion, I am now going to discuss a story concerning peoples whose names I can't pronounce. Mariam Oleyiwola
No,
from
that sounds Nigerian,
Great Britain,
or at least of the continent of Africa.
she set a new Guinness World Record for most double arm hula hoop rotations in
Fun.
30 seconds whilst wearing a human belt.
What?
What indeed?
So I had one question, and then you got the human belt. I was just like, so is she just one hula hoop on each arm, or is she doing like 20 hula hoops per arm?
Well, so she had, so yeah, like for those not watching the YouTube version, she had both arms stretched out like she was like an airplane. She was like, look at me. And then she had a
Doing
hula
them
hoop
right now.
on each arm, and she was
Oh, just
twirling,
one
one each,
Okay.
right?
I usually don't get this
And
many
at the
answers,
same
but this is exciting.
time, she wore another human being around her waist as a belt.
I didn't understand one word you said.
Right. So
No, I get it now. It's a very specific record.
Indeed.
Again, this falls under the we've done close to 150 of these segments now, where I'm just like, what was the inspiration for this? And whose record did she beat? And where did that fucker come up with it? Like, someone had to go like, hey, you tiny person, well, wrap around my waist, and I'm gonna do this shit for an hour or whatever it is.
So her belt, also known as Liberty Barros, is a dancer and a contortion expert.
Of course.
Who wrapped herself around the waist of Miriam and held onto her own ankles. Like, so she was like wrapped, literally, she was her belt, right? And so while she was doing that, Miriam did the 2023 thing. What's amazing about this is that they broke the world record as a team under the quote team of two category, as if like, how are you going to do this on your own?
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, the person wrapped around your waist could be dead.
Ooh, that's dark, but yeah, I guess.
That's the only way that works. Unless a CPR dummy that you just tied in a knot. Like, yeah.
Some deflated sex doll wrapped around.
The inflatable sex doll, that would work too. It would have to be semi-inflated, but I think that would count.
And now the lonely category. So whilst wearing Liberty as a belt, Mariam managed to twirl the hula hoops 79 times in 30 seconds to break the Guinness World Record.
Okay.
So there you go. Congratulations.
Liberty Bears has the world record for a better name than Maureen, what's her name?
Mariam Oleyiwola.
Mariam. Yeah, since we can't pronounce it, Liberty Barris is a better name.
Liberty Barros sounds like someone that should be on the poster of like. She sounds like she's American.
An
She
American
sounds like she's
propaganda
gonna be
poster, yeah.
She's going to be like the flag bearer for the United States at the Olympics. And now, welcoming Liberty Barros.
Hell yeah, she's got that torch. Like squat that much further, but yes.
Yeah, but the Olympics are starting soon. Are you excited? Do you get all that?
I'm not, but I know it's in France this year. Paris.
All I care about is the opening ceremony. That's the opening
I don't
ceremony
care about that.
and the triple jump. I'm a big fan of the triple jump for some reason.
Interesting.
Because that's
Okay.
weird shit. Like
I'm
when they
fan-
run up and then they hit that line, and then they kind of do the one hop, and then they kind of do like a little like scissor kick in the air, and then they do the second jump. It's like it's fascinating. So I'm a big fan of that.
Okay.
And the
Nice.
shot put.
I'm definitely interested in seeing what men's American basketball does this year. It's usually usually not a contest, but there's been a couple Olympics where you know what, man, we almost didn't get third place.
Yeah,
it was like
the world's
Italy
catching
wins.
up.
You're like, what? Yeah. However, we got a pretty killer team this year, so I'm looking forward to seeing what they do.
Good for them.
Yeah,
Good
it will be
for
actually.
them. But I don't care about basketball, so
That's fine.
it's like apparently soccer's in the Olympics. I had no idea. I have no idea.
I did not know. I don't think I was aware of that either, but that's okay too.
But one thing we do know about, thanks to last week's segment, we do know breakdancing. I might actually watch that. I might have to watch Olympic breakdancing.
That's gonna be one of those segments they show at like 3 in the morning, though.
Well,
That's so stupid.
It's France, so it's Paris, so it's 6 hours ahead of me. So that'd be 9 hours ahead of you. So by the time they start, so it's going to start like the first shit in the morning. It's going to like start at midnight for you.
I mean, so back in 1992, when America's basketball had the dream team, you know, Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Chris Mullin, Barkley, like they tried to do a pay-per-view event with 3 separate channels, all live streams. So again, it was in Barcelona, Spain. So whatever time it started in Spain, that's when it broadcast in the States. So sometimes things actually start at like 4 in the morning.
And you have to pay for it?
We couldn't get all that. Yeah, you'd have to pay for it. You could pay the whole package for like $60, or you could do like a $15 a day, 24-hour window thing. So we did that to watch the men's finals in basketball. But yeah, it was the live event. Everything else since then and before then, it's again, if it happens in Greece or in this case France, they record it live, they shoot it up to the satellite, and then it broadcasts at 8 p.m. our time, which is a completely different day in Paris. By that point, like the results have already been out. You can check it on Twitter nowadays and go like, "Oh wow, men's fencing, fascinating."
I think it's NBC. I think still here, so I'm sure I'll be able to stream it live on the cock.
Oh, you know what? That is a great point you just made. They will probably do live streaming on Peacock. But live streaming. Again, what time it is in Paris? Well, you better get up at 4 in the morning if you want to see this fucking track and field match.
Yep, that's me. I'm going to be watching Olympic breakdancing at 4 in the morning on Peacock. Can't wait. I don't even know. Yeah. Crack on.
That's okay.
Anyway.
You know that they're coming up with a streaming bundle now for Peacock.
I saw Peacock, Apple
Netflix
TV
and Apple Plus.
Oh, it's like, I put it on Twitter earlier. It's like, just, hey, so we'll make them think they're cutting the cable and then we'll create a new one. Because they say it's going to be cheaper, but it's obviously going to be bundled. So it's probably going to be what, like $25-$30 a month or some shit.
Well, considering that just like $7 to $15 a piece, it will be cheaper, but I don't know how much cheaper. I know for that package you actually have to be a Comcast customer, so I don't know if that's available to you over there in New Jersey. However, again, like Peacock's what, $6, $7 right now. So yeah, if you want to watch live Olympics, I think that's going to be your best bet.
Son of a bitch. What are they going to call it?
Peacock, Netflix, Apple TV Plus.
Marvelous. Maybe we'll workshop it. Anyway, as my voice is kind of going, let's wrap up this first half of the show. It's been a fantastic journey, if you ask me. But still to come. We've got the birthday Blackjack coming up, and obviously those damn dirty apes in the movie review, and much, 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 much more. So stick around if you could. We sure damn appreciate it. We'll be right back after this short break.
And now the best new rock performer of the year is Stevie Palmer.
Thank you very much.
Oh my gosh, did it get over here? Isn't that your next door neighbor?
What a surprise. I'd like to thank my agent, my arranger, and Sheena, the girl next door.
The Amiga computer. Professional video production at amateur prices.
Stevie, you rodent.
Amiga from Commodore. The computer for the creative mind.
Place your bets. It's now time for birthday Blackjack.
I also like to live dangerously.
Yes, welcome to this week's edition of Birthday Blackjack for May 15th. If it's your first time watching Birthday Blackjack, here are the rules. So I'm going to give 5 celebrities that are celebrating their birthday today. And Kush and your good selves, if you are playing along at home, have to guess how old they are today, with your margin of error accruing throughout the game. So if they're 50 and you guess 55, that's a score of 5, because you're 5 out. And obviously the aim of the game is to stay within 21 or less, so you don't go bust. Nice and simple. And what?
As usual, I'm calling out Superfan Alex, who apparently only got 1 point last week. So,
bullshit.
He said the last couple weeks were perfect, and I don't necessarily believe that. At least I don't believe this one. So I have called out a challenge to him. You need to get in touch with Mike, though, and
radio silent about that.
He's radio silent about that. Well, then Superfan Alex is a coward and a liar, and I challenge him. Episode 151. If he doesn't show up, episode 152. And if he doesn't show up, 153. Superfan Alex, you've been called out. Come on the show. Let's do this. I don't care if I lose.
Also, with the new birthday Blackjack jingle and the voiceover, I actually got a voicemail from the person that does it.
That sexy lady.
She heard the show last week, and so
really.
Let me just play this voicemail for you.
Okay.
Hey Kush. So I heard you asking about me on last week's show, so I figured I'd swing by and say hi. My name's Amelia.
Oh.
I'm an astrophysicist.
Oh.
But since the pay sucks, I also do voiceover work as a side hustle.
Makes sense.
I'm very excited to be a part of the Waffle Box team. But please, let's keep it professional between us. As the saying goes, you should never shit where you eat.
There you go, Amelia.
Oh,
the astrophysicist / voiceover.
Is that a real voicemail?
I don't know.
My gosh, you're fucking. I feel like I'm in 6th grade all over again. Oh my goodness.
She did say
Amelia,
she's.
I'll keep her professional, but yeah, bitch, let's do this.
Let's just say she's from the same town that Lathan's from.
Fair enough.
Anyway, let's kick it into gear. So yeah, 5 celebrities celebrating their birthday, May 15th. Let's kick it into gear.
I'm still blushing from you. Okay.
Number 1.
So number 1 is retired Baltimore Ravens linebacker, Mr. Ray Lewis.
Okay, I know that name.
You know Ray Lewis. How old is Ray Lewis today?
I also might be confusing him for an Olympic track star, but yeah, let's do this. Ray Lewis. Can you tell me when he played football? If you can't, that's okay.
Yesteryear.
Yesteryear.
He's retired. That's as much as I ever got.
He's retired. Dig it. He's 48 years old.
48 is your guess?
Mm-hmm.
Ray Lewis turns 49 today. Ooh.
Today? So wait, hold up.
What?
We're not doing this live, man. Like, so he's still technically 48 today.
Whoa! Don't pull the curtain back.
You pull the
live.
curtain back all the time, my fish, and I'm trying to make points here.
No, the name of the game is May 15th. On May 15th, he is 49 years old. So you're 1 out. Respect the exercise, Kush. Anyway, number 2.
Fine.
Number 2.
Number 2 is...
But that was a great guess. Like,
It
normally, I fucking lose this shit by like 17 at this point.
Right. Well, I think you actually got a spawn last week, didn't you? For the first one? And then you
maybe,
shit
but
the bed.
no. Like, we went very early. I shit the bed. Yes.
Anyway, number 2.
Number 2.
Tony Soprano's baby girl, Jamie Lynn Sigler.
Yeah, she's still young. She's like 28. She's got a podcast with her television brother on the Mom's House network.
So, Kush, you are officially guessing 28 for Jamie Lynn Sigler.
I wouldn't be surprised if you tell me she's 34, but I'm saying 28.
Commence the bed shitting. She is 43 years old.
Oh.
So that's
I'm gonna adjust my
15.
tie here.
So you moved up to 16.
All right. Well, oh well.
Best of luck.
Good for her. She looks like she's 20. Good for her.
Good for her.
Number 3.
Former professional wrestler and man that likes to say damn. Mr. Ron Simmons.
72.
AKA Farouk.
Yeah. The first black WCW champion. Heavyweight champion. The first pro wrestling heavyweight champion that was black.
What was your guess?
72.
72 is your original guess. Mr. Simmons turns 66 today.
Oh, shit. Oh.
So that takes you up to 22. That means you need some...
Okay, I still have 3. I have still 2 chances, right?
You got 2 more chances.
Like,
so you need a spot
2
on.
more chances to hit it. And then I get a 5-point deduction for those who are just watching for the first time.
Indeed.
Number 4.
Number 4, Wednesday Addams' awkward lover from the OG movies, Mr. David Krumholtz. You ever watch the Addams Family? The second one where they went to summer camp?
Sure, I've seen
and
it.
that awkward
saw it on
kid
video.
That was kind of like into
I wasn't a
her.
fan of the Addams Family video or movies with Raul Julia and Angelica Houston, and then whoever else. Christopher Lloyd. Yeah. Anyway, who gives a shit? He's 40.
How much?
42.
42.
Christina Ricci.
David Krumholtz turns 46 today. So that puts you up to 26. Ooh.
Dang, like nut fighter, but not really.
So that means
Break it
if
down
you
like
get
this.
number 5 spot on, you go under, you hit 21. No pressure, but there is kind of some
That'd be
pressure here.
Number 5.
Number 5, the man with the iron claw, Mr. Kevin Von Erich. How old is Kevin Von Erich today?
77.
Mr. Hayes.
By the way, the Iron Claw is available on HBO Max. Not a sponsor because it's not HBO Max anymore.
That's a good movie. So your official guess, 77. Mr.
77.
Kevin Von Erich turned 67 today, which means You're 10 out, which brings your final score this week to 36.
It's not the worst score of that.
Fortunately, though, does mean you're a loser.
You lose. I know this is a bare bones production, but it'd be great if I could just disintegrate like Thanos, like a Thanos shit. Snap or a Nazi in an Indiana Jones film. Just go.
Did the Nazis in the did they fade away or did they melt?
They do a bunch of shit, yeah. But it's always a grisly demise. But for this show, that'd be fun. Just like,
damn crazy Nazis. So there you go, Kush. Unfortunate this week, but if you did play along at home, let us know in the comments section what your score was, and be honest.
Yeah.
Or let us know at Waffle Box.
Superman Alex, what are you afraid of? Get in contact with Mike. We can figure this out.
It will be interesting, but we'll see. We'll see. Until next week, let us know your scores. Right. Let's move on to another segment where Kush is a little bit more in his comfort zone. It's a segment that Kush reviews a movie in a segment that we like to call Kush's Movie Review.
Kush's Movie Review.
This week's movie review is The Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, a dystopian movie in which we find out what planet Earth would be like if it was run by Philadelphia Eagles fans.
Extended laugh. You need to loop that 2 more times. You cut that off, and then you paste, and then you paste 1 more time, and then we talk now.
Fuck you, Philly. Burn! So what is this movie about, Kush?
This is the 4th movie in the newest version of Planet of the Apes. Okay, so Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, it is a PG-13. It is a surprisingly short 2 hours and 25 minutes. I put the review together. I always put my notes on this little card here, and I was like, I was in there for 2 hours and 25 minutes, plus the trailers. Trailers go everywhere from 15 to 30 minutes these days, man. It's kind of daunting, and I get why people show up late, but also stop using your fucking flashlight because you don't know how to use a map, stupid. Figure it out. Figure it out. You've been there enough times. Anyways, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Rated PG-13, and this is directed by a gentleman named Wes Ball. That's not a name I'm familiar with, and he's
Wes
not
Ball.
Wes, like Wes Craven.
Oh, like sheep's wool.
Wes, W-E-S. What, short for Wesley? Probably. Ball.
Oh, like the Doctor's son in Star Trek.
Sure. But the Doctor Son of Star Trek didn't direct the last 3 Maze Runner movies, which I didn't see.
Oh, maybe she could have if she wanted to.
Probably could have. Probably wanted to.
Jockey.
There you go. What you're talking about now, but you're being weird. That's okay. This is written by a gentleman named Josh Friedman, and based on characters by need to make those bigger. Rick Jaffa and Amanda Silver, and those are the folks who came up with the original 1968 Planet of the Apes movies. It stars. We're gonna get into this in a little bit here. It stars a gentleman named Owen Teagan. He plays Noah. Peter Marcone. He plays Rocca. If you're wondering if you're familiar with that name or his voice, he was in Seth MacFarlane's The Orville. The dude that's only in makeup. That isn't the robot. Anyways, you got Kevin Durand, not to be confused with Kevin Durant. It's literally one consonant that separates them, and a whole skin color. He plays Proxima Caesar, and then Freya Allen, who, no fault of her own, I think is the weakest link in the whole movie. but we're going to get into that in a minute here. This is the fourth part in the newest Planet of the Apes series. This new series started in 2010. That was the James Franco movie. And little by little, we saw the degradation and then the de-escalation of planet Earth. We were there from the beginning, and now it's, if you read the press notes, it's 200 to 300 years later. However, in the film, it's just many generations later, which to me means like 60 years, 80 years from the previous movie. We actually started off with the ending of the last film where unfortunately our hero Caesar passed away, died, was murdered, all the above. And we have his funeral. And then we get to several generations after that. And time has moved on. Apes are getting smarter, but also they're ignoring stuff that they did learn from the humans. So they don't remember what a jet is. They don't remember what the internet is. It's amazing to know what books are. But anyways, we're focused on a specific clan. Noah is our protagonist, Noa, and he's a teenager. He's getting ready for his rite of passage with his two best friends. I forget their names, but one's a boy, one is a girl. The girl, I think, is supposed to be a romantic lead, but it never really kind of ever goes there. Doesn't have to be weird, but in this case, kind of weird. Anyways, they're on a hunt for whatever. They're prepping for their rite of passage where they have to collect an eagle's egg. Their tribe, their clan, whatever you want to call it, their group, they raise eagles. And for whatever reason, they got to steal an eagle's egg. And then I guess they raise it as their own. They don't really ever get into that, but to be fair, one night a dirty, filthy human invades their camp trying to steal some food and ends up, long story short, ends up getting the whole tribe. The camp gets burnt down and the tribe gets kidnapped by another group of apes. Oof. Big oof.
Damn dirty apes.
Damn dirty apes, damn stupid humans. So, anyways, Noah survives this incident and he goes on a quest to rescue his mother, his friends, and his whole tribe. He has an adventure and shit goes sideways. So, this is it's a fantastic movie. I was on the edge of my seat majority of the entire time, not just because of my lower back, but because I wanted to know more. I wanted to see where this went. I had a great time. Special effects, again, these are folks in not even just the CGI green suit, whatever. They're wearing something much more sophisticated. We give the Marvel Cinematic Universe a lot of shit these days for being all green screen. Most movies, we don't even realize are majority green screen. This is all green screen. Like, for whatever reason, it's, yeah, there's no post-apocalyptic Earth in this situation, but they do it really well. It looks really good. I just saw it on a basic, generic 2D screen, as opposed to IMAX, as opposed to RPX, as opposed to 4DX. I don't think 3D is an option, but et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I just saw this on a regular big movie screen, and I had the greatest time. Like, dude, I was into this the whole time. Again, I didn't realize this was 2.5 hours minus trailers. I wanted to know more. I wanted to see more. I am looking forward to where this goes. I think the girl protagonist, May/Nova, I think she's the weakest link, but I think she's the worst written. I don't think it's the actress's fault at all. But it's just like, oh, wait, so is she stupid? Is she just a de-evolved human? No, she's actually quite intelligent. She can speak in full sentences, better than some of the apes can these days. Also, she is not an ugly human being whatsoever. She is quite attractive female human being. again, 78 years in the future, 3,000 years in the future, for whatever reason, she is wearing form-fitting like clothing from Old Navy. Some of it's torn up, but also that's a fashion today. Maybe it's a little dirty, but then we run into like a flock, not a tribe, not a group, a flock of humans who are all just like loincloths and nasty dreads and just mud all over their bodies, and black, white, Chinese. They're all there. They're all there. Okay. But they're all devolved to just monkeys, for lack of a better phrasing. However, she's just,
monkeys.
hey. Yeah, I said that.
Good,
Hey,
good term.
blah blah blah. Anyways, I think she's the weakest link. I don't think it's her, the actress. I think it's the writing. But who knows how these things work. William H. Macy is in this movie. Okay, I thought I'd get a bigger reaction than that. Anyways, he plays a pet of Proximus Maximus Caesar. Proximus Caesar. And again, that's played by the gentleman named Kevin Durand.
Not the basketball player.
Kevin Durand, next to William H. Macy, is probably the biggest name in this film. If you're wondering, Kish, why do you keep focusing on this? He's a character actor. You've seen him in many things. Most recently, while we didn't review it, also we didn't see it, he's the muscle in a movie called Abigail that just came out like 3 to 4 weeks ago. Mike Fish, I think you might recognize him probably from his biggest movie, regardless of how good or bad it was. X-Men Origins Wolverine. He played the Blob.
Sure.
You don't remember? Did you not see X-Men Origins Wolverine?
I've sure, but that was like 20 years ago, wasn't it?
No, it was about maybe 15 years ago at most.
I've slept since.
That's okay. That's okay. Like if I showed you a photo of this guy, you'd be like, oh, that guy.
Just the blood guy.
And he's, again, a character actor. So that guy. He plays the bad guy in this. He is Proximus Caesar. And he is a fantastic villain. Again, it's all CGI, so he's wearing a super bodysuit. Everything is green screen in this, but it looks like we're on the East Coast in post-apocalyptic future. I don't know why I would know that, but still. So I had a great time with this movie. 2 hours and 25 minutes. I enjoyed all of this, but yeah, maybe 10 minutes shave off. Maybe tighten it up, but you don't have to. However, I think the human portion of this was the weakest part, and that's not the actress's fault. Going back to William H. Macy, about a month ago, we did a review for Ricky Stenicki.
Yes.
And we got into a whole theory about like, hey man, I saw William H. Macy in this. I was like, why is he in there? And then I saw Nathan Jones was like, are they in Australia? And then they're like, oh yeah, they are in Australia. And at first I was like, huh, William H. Macy just wanted to go to Australia for 2 weeks. No, he was apparently filming this movie, and then like took a weekend job to do Ricky Stenicki because that's how little was required of him. And both of these movies are filmed in Australia, which I don't understand because this movie is all green screen. You could have filmed this in your grandmother's basement with just all green screen. It really didn't matter.
Oh, I doubt it. Because she
the
likes
only
to get to
thing
bed
that's real in
early.
this
There
movie-
was such a noise and ruckus down there filming this. She would hate it.
Well, we won't get the horses down there, which will be the only real thing in this movie beside the humans. Otherwise, yeah, you could have filmed this movie anywhere, but for whatever reason, they filmed this in Australia. So that is our Ricky Stenicki connection, and William H. Macy is the bridge.
Boom. So wait, what was
That's
your
it.
score on this?
Excuse me, 5 out of 5.
Ooh.
Enjoyed this sincerely, and it's amazing how much better this series gets with each movie. Maybe the last one was kind of whack, but again, we're talking like it's a matter of like fractions of a point. Like, Mike, if you wanted to watch the newest Planet of the Apes trilogy before this movie, I'd be like, can we do that right now? Well, yeah, dude, let's watch all 3 of those right now. Let's do it.
Are there going to be more of them, you think?
Yes, this movie is making money. People are enjoying it. Again, the special effects are above and beyond. Better than Avatar? That's up to the human eyeball. However, again, everything is green screen, but if you're not looking for that, it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good.
Word on the street, this movie is green screen.
I heard that somewhere else too. I think I saw that on the wall of a bathroom.
But while I was prepping for this week's show, I looked at, because I think there's quite a lot of these movies, right? And I was like, there's too many of these movies, right? I wrote down all of them. And I'm going to go through the list of all the titles of these goddamn movies, right?
Everyone does this, but yeah, get it out of your system.
Right, so starting from 1968, you got the Planet of the Apes, then Beneath the Planet of the Apes, Escape from the Planet of Apes, Conquest of the Planet of the Apes, Battle for the Planet of the Apes, then Planet of the Apes 2001.
Stop. So Battle for the Planet of the Apes was the last theatrical release of Planet of the Apes before we got to the Tim Burton movie in 2001.
That's what I just said.
Okay, well, I just want to let you know that.
So yeah, so Battle for the Planet of the Apes, then Planet of the Apes 2001, then Planet 2 Ape, then Rise of the Planet of the Apes, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, The Fate of the Planet of the Apes, War for the Planet of the Apes, Kingdom for the Planet of the Apes, Planet of the Apes Tokyo Drift, and it just goes on. There's too many goddamn movies.
All kidding aside, Planet of the Apes Tokyo Drift sounds like a pretty badass movie.
It does sound like a pretty badass movie.
Yes, I was going to say that myself right now. I am a big fan of Planet of the Apes Tokyo Drift.
It's the best. It's the best one.
I don't know if it's the best one, but I am a big fan of it, especially when they're skating and then
Ludacris shows up. You're like, "Whoa, it's Ludacris."
He's not in that one, though.
Is he not?
However, no, he's not in that one. But the guy who played the original Street Fighter is. Then, damn.
But let's just agree to disagree that these movies just need more Asian women.
Yeah, I think that's coming.
Yeah, that's
I'm pretty sure that's coming.
So there you go.
We can definitely look for a new Planet of the Apes after this. This is making money. It's second highest rated of the last 4 films. So yeah, there's yes. Anyways, had a great time watching this again. 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5.
5 out of 5. Yeah.
Let's wrap this show up by giving you all the warm and fuzzy feels that you deserve before you tuck yourself into bed at night. It's time for this week's feel-good story of the week.
It's the coolest fucking story I've ever heard in my entire life. That's insane. Can I hear it again?
Guess where this week's feel-good story comes to us from?
Australia.
No. The United Kingdom. Woo.
Oh, shit. Damn, this is a very, very British episode.
It is. And I didn't
British
plan
Imperial episode, I should say.
If you see where I sew this show together throughout the week. I don't sit down. So it's happenstance.
This is like serendipity.
Yeah.
This is serendipity.
So, a girl from the United Kingdom who was born deaf is now able to hear after a groundbreaking gene therapy treatment.
Okay.
Opal Sandy was treated shortly before her first birthday, and 6 months on can hear sounds as soft as a whisper, and is now even able to talk, saying words such as mama, dada, and uh-oh. I don't know why she says that, but
she'll get better. She's gonna get better. She's gonna get better. It's fine.
Given as an infusion into the ear, the therapy replaces faulty DNA, causing her type of inherited deafness. So basically, right, normally they have to stick some kind of implant shit into your ear, and it's like a hearing aid. A hearing aid.
Cochlear implant.
This shit, boom, just fixes that DNA. Chief investigator and ear surgeon Professor Manohar Bance told BBC News that it was wonderful seeing her respond to sound for the first time. It was a very joyful moment. Opal's experience, alongside other scientific data from the trial, is being presented at the American Society of Gene and Cell Therapy in Baltimore. Martin McLean from the National Deaf Children's Society said that more options were to be welcomed. Quote, with the right support from the start, deafness should never be a barrier to happiness. There you go. Shout out to science and shout out to Opal Sandy.
Very exciting
Now,
news.
once couldn't hear, now she can hear. Marvelous.
So I've there was a movie called Sound of Metal.
Yeah, the drummer guy.
Yeah, Dev Patel. And like they did the whole thing. It was one of those movies where I was like, damn, I wish I could have seen this in the theater because the sound would have been much better there than in my house. But like it's very tinny. What was his experience when he got his cochlear implant. So I'm wondering what this character would hear. Oh, excuse me, not a character. I'm wondering what this woman
real
would
life,
be hearing.
baby.
It's real life. Mama Hayes has a hearing aid, has had several hearing aids. She doesn't appreciate them. One, she doesn't like the way they feel because they haven't made a comfortable one yet. And two, when she can hear, she's like, I'm only hearing everything but you. And that's a whole problem too. So
that's a subconscious choice she's making.
No, I think it's literally she just has her hearing aid miscalculated or whatever it is. Anyways, very excited about this news. I hope we hear more stories about this person and this technology, and I hope it just gets better. Yeah, this is great news.
Fuck yeah. Down with deafness.
They did this trial like 3,000 times before they found the success. So this is one. This is patient one. Let's hope we get to patient two.
Number two.
There you go.
Soon to be discovered.
Marvelous. Marvelous, marvelous, marvelous. But that does wrap up the 150th episode of Waffle Box.
Yeah, boy.
Thank you all for tuning in, listening, or watching on YouTube. Make sure, of course, if you do want all the links of how you can support the show and follow the show, go to enjoywafflebox.com. And you can find out there. You can go buy the merch and all that good stuff. Follow us at Wafflebox on Twitter, X, whatever it might be. Kush, people can find you on Facebook at Cushford Hayes, but you're still doing your little microdose thingy. Have you got a new episode coming out this weekend?
Yeah, man. Talking to James Kincaid. We made a botch last week, but he is from West Coast Pro Wrestling, and they got an event this weekend, this Saturday, in San Francisco at the United Irish Cultural Center. It's a whole thing. You'll hear all about it, but get your tickets now at the eventbrite.com link. That leads you to West Coast Pro Wrestling. Anyways, it's a good time. He's a nice dude, and check it out. Only 5 more episodes left.
Get it what you can, kids.
Maybe we're done by July 1st. The end.
Boom. Limited edition. Otherwise, it's gone. Anyway, so yeah, go to that. Go to bosnet.family for the links of how you can check that out. But yes, follow me at OnlyMikeFish on Twitter, him at Cushford Hayes on Facebook. It's a good night from me. It's a good night from him. Lathan, got any final thoughts?
I got nothing this week. Just shout out to all that check out the show, and we'll see you again next week. Deuces.
Deuces. On that note, until next time, take care of yourselves. And each other.
That's all, folks.
Play me off, Johnny.